You better hide your dads, because I'm coming. And I can't be stopped. Seriously, no one can stop me. I'm serious. I am unable to be stopped. Ah, shit. Alright, guys. Okay. Alright. Alright, guys. So, I still don't have the right lens for my camera. So, half of this video is going to be hey, guys, what's up? I still don't have the right lens for my camera, and I'm just out of focus now. Is that it? Thank you. Oh, no. Still no. Nothing? Nope. Okay. Here, let's get a face in there. Oh, no, we're just done. We're done focusing. Who needs autofocus when you can have just none focus? Whatever. We're just gonna do this whole part out of focus if it doesn't work. So, I don't have the right lens for my camera, because I'm genius. Let's try that again. Nope, okay. Let's try that again. I don't care if I'm out of focus, doesn't matter. Hey guys, what's up? So, the lens for my camera, the correct one with the proper, not super zoomed in, is on its way and should be here any minute now. But I'm on a tight schedule, so I'm just gonna film half of this video, or part of it at least, like this, and then the other part of it, the part that matters to see this, I'll have the right lens for. But starting off, I recently built this computer, and by recently I mean last night. And this is a client build. It is for someone paid me to build this. I'd have to do a little more cable management on the inside, but it was a very difficult build. It took me a lot of hours to figure out proper cable management to do it, and the peel. I haven't done the peel yet, but this thing has the worst peel ever. Try not to get fingerprints on it, hence the gloves. This has an RTX 3090 and a 3900 XT, and because the air cooler that I spec'd out for the build didn't fit, I upgraded them to a liquid cooler free of charge. Now, I need to build a similar computer for myself, because at this moment, this is what used to be my main rig. So, this is pointless, but it's here, sure. I've got a second RTX 3090 and a bunch of parts laid out on the table, and I have to build an even more overkill PC than this. This has a 2 terabyte SSD, NVMe of course, crucial something or other, and 32 gigs of RAM. I need 2 times the storage and 4 times the RAM, so that's what I'm going to be building in today's video, but I'm going to be doing it in a much better case. Because the case I'm using for my build is going to be, that's right, you guessed it, the pink version of the same exact case. Yep. Same case, but in pink. You guessed it. I know. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Now for this next part, I would really like to have the right lens. So I'm gonna hope that it's in the mailbox, but it's probably not because it's like 10 a.m. And suddenly, it is so much better. There's so much more in the frame. Imagine having the correct lens the first freaking time. Okay, I don't have long. I only have like 30 minutes left on this SD card, and well, considering this is my main rig, I've got nowhere to put the footage. So, I need that. So, I'm gonna quickly run through the parts, real quick. We're gonna run through all the parts, and then I'm gonna quickly build it, filming only what needs to be filmed and the funny stuff, and when it inevitably blows up, then I'll film that as well. So let's get right into it. Now, as I stated on Super Zoom Lens, we're going to be using the pink version of said case. This is the ZZAWC1, according to the box, although Amazon has it as MATX case aluminum pink PC case mid-tower supporting ATX PSU desktop computer case DIY for gaming. So I guess that's what we're using for today's build. Now, you can see I've already mounted the cooler and power supply. Real quick, the power supply, the least interesting specs, but the power supply we're going with today is Silverstone's amazing SX750. That is an 80 plus platinum 750 watt power supply, and it is perfect for this build and has plenty of headroom in terms of power. It was the top choice among my others, which included the FSP Dagger Pro 850 watt, which is a great power supply, and I almost used it, but I decided I didn't really need an 850 and the cables are just a bit too long. And of course, we also had the, just for shits and giggles, EVGA G2 1300 watt, almost, but doesn't have the connectors I need. And then finally, I almost went with the NJ700, but it also just does not have the connectors I need. So thank you, Silverstone, for providing a lot of power supplies to me. But this is one we're going with today's build. As you can see by the fact it's already in the build, save time, I mounted that, and the cooler. The cooler, it's a pink case. We're going with a pink and white cooler, the ID Cooling Pink Flow 240. It's got pink fans, and something we'll get back to, which could destroy this whole thing, but we'll get back to that in a minute. So, let's get into what my system is going to be. The graphics card is going to be my RTX 3090. This one has a 3090. This one's going to have a 3090 as well. So, we're going with the Dell RTX 3090. I have two of these. Well, this one's getting sold, and they've got a nice aesthetic. It's not a pink and white graphics card. I do have a pink and blue graphics card, but unfortunately, I don't have a powerful white graphics card, and I don't have a white graphics card that performs to the level of an RTX 3090. So we're just gonna go with this one for today's build because it's the only one I have, and I don't think anyone will complain. For our platform, we're going to stick with AM4, so we're going Ryzen for today's build. My last PC had a 3900 XT, and we're going with a small upgrade. Because right here, well, there's the motherboard, but right here, I've got a brand new in-box Ryzen 9 5900X. Nice CPU. That's basically the top of the line for AM4 at the moment, so I need that. This PC is also for editing and such, so that's why I'm going with the 12 core, not with that stupid X3D, whatever the hell they're doing with that. People in my comments think they're experts because they watched a Gamers Nexus video. It's kind of funny. Now, our motherboard. Our motherboard's going to be something fun. I don't know anything else about it. It's Maxsun something B550 MATX motherboard. Show your brave heart. What? I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what this motherboard is or what's going on with it. All I know is that, to my knowledge, this Maxsun board is the only micro ATX board for AM4. I use micro ATX, my favorite form factor, that has the features I need. There is no other board with these features, and there's no other board with some of these features that I want. First of all, B550 chipset, that's a good start. MATX, necessary. Now, I need this specific spacing of PCIe because I will be installing two PCI Express cards, and the 3090 is a 2.5 slot card, so I need the bottom slot to be open, and I need there to be an actual bottom slot. My last board had a space in the first slot for an M.2. We have two M.2s, PCIe Gen 4 M.2s, both right here, and that is great because I'll be using two SSDs. Now, unfortunately, this 970 Evo is not Gen 4. So the Maxsun B550 motherboard, one final feature, which is kind of also part of the main reason I got this board, besides the spacing and just the fact that this is a thick freaking board. This thing looks amazing. It has, I don't know if you can see this, I don't know how the resolution is here, but two 8-pin EPS connectors for the CPU power. Two 8-pin connectors on a B550 MATX motherboard. That is amazing. I've never seen two 8-pins on an MATX board alone. I've seen none of them with two 8-pins. The Threadripper board might, I can't remember, but I haven't seen anyone with two 8-pins that I could use. So I've got two 8-pins for just, it won't be necessary, I'm gonna tell you that, but I still think that's freaking epic. So, final thing is our RAM. And I have never gotten more toxic comments than when I mentioned in a YouTube short that I use 128 gigabytes of DDR4. The amount of comments that were just like, this guy's a fucking idiot. Why did he buy 128 gigabytes of RAM? It was so funny. And I like saying Minecraft because that just pisses people off. But the real reason is because it was fucking free. Thank you, Kingston. You guys rock. I know you guys watch some of my videos. Probably not this one, but they watch some of my videos. Kingston, you guys are awesome. They sent me a 64 gigabyte kit of Kingston Fury Renegade. You may notice that these have two different names on them, Fury and HyperX. HyperX was their old branding. They sold it to HP. It's a whole thing. But these are all Kingston DIMMs. I had a kit of 64 of the HyperX. They sent me another kit of 64 of the Fury to make a 128 gigabyte kit of DDR4 3000 megahertz. The RAM they sent is 3200, but the old RAM is 3000, and that's plenty for editing and gaming and anything that I need, so it'll be epic. So yes, 128 gigabytes of RAM. If you got a problem with it, fight me. Also, I like having all my Chrome tabs open. Is that a fucking problem? All right, so let's open up our 5900X and get into this build. I'm going to run out of time on this SSD or SD card at this point. My old camera recorded to SSDs. Had a big problem with them. I actually lost 2 of them, and unfortunately they were WD and Seagate, and WD doesn't respond to my emails, and Seagate also no longer responds to my emails. Seagate sent me a bunch of stuff, sponsored a video, and then just kind of was like, oh, this guy sucks. It's kind of how most companies are when they realize that my channel sucks more than I let on. I'm just complaining to complain at that point because everything ran pretty much flawlessly anyways. But for editing, on my old camera with 6K footage, I was actually CPU bottlenecked as well, where even my 12-core 3900XE couldn't edit full resolution 6K footage 50 FPS, which is completely fair. Barely anything can, but this is a better CPU. I needed some more clock speed for that, so hopefully this will work a lot better for my editing needs. I'm going to also install our 128 gigabytes of DDR4 because this is fucking fun. This is very fun. There's something so nice about that. Crunchy RAM. Oh, that was too crunchy. That was uncomfortably crunchy. Why am I, like, I don't know why I talk to myself while I do, like, these, like, niche, you know, like, these boring screw parts. I know they're gonna get cut from the video in editing, because they're boring, and they make the video too long, and no one likes me enough to, like, want to hear me talk about why I need an external recorder for my camera. But I still do it. It's, oh, that has a wire. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, that is something I don't want to break, so I'll leave that there for now, and I need to open this thing up to get the screws for my SSDs. Why are there Wi-Fi antennas? What? Wait, hold on. Time out. Oh, no, wait. It comes with a screwdriver? Why did I not know about this? Oh my god, it's double-headed. It literally comes with the screwdriver to do this whole build with. Wait, is this magnetic? And it's magnetic too. Not a very strong magnetic, but are you kidding me? This comes with like a nice screwdriver. There are $500 boards that don't come with that. Like 200 bucks, like 160 bucks. Maxsoon, iCraft, whoever made this, I think it's iCraft or Maxsoon. Good on you. This shit, look at this. It's a fucking screwdriver. Good shit. Good fucking shit. Hit or miss. This, some people like. I'm one of those people. This is amazing. This is good too. Okay, this is a little extra. This, hold on, I'll use the screwdriver to point. This, little bit extra. I see what you were going for here, little bit extra. This, cute. Nice, you know, I could put Enchantment Heart Princess. Yeah, watermelon. This, a little bit much. This is acceptable. This is kind of, this is close. This is just a little one. I wouldn't call it a small problem. I'd call it 2 big problems. But this is the whole thing. You know. I think there was an English translation error here at show your brave heart. It's like you're trying to show us some anime titties. Why is there a okay, no, so there is a Wi-Fi antenna. But there's no Wi-Fi. Wait, is there hidden Wi-Fi? Hold on. What the fuck is this? There's a bracket. Wait, no. No way. It does, wait, no, there's no controller though. What? So okay guys, I could have a whole video about this board and I might. It has, hold on. like the holder, I've seen this before, everyone has seen this, with the antennas for Wi-Fi. It has this piece, so you can see that. Probably not, I don't know how autofocus works. But it doesn't have A, the controller for it, unless it's in there, and B, well, it doesn't have the controller, and A, B, it's not installed? And I don't even know what this is for. I should have made a video about this board, like by itself. I'm so confused. I'm gonna put this, I don't even want to try to explain it because I don't know anything about anything anymore. I needed that box to build on, so now I don't have it, and now. So guys, sorry about the tangent, unless this is probably gonna be like 3 different videos. You know, like 2 short videos and 1 big one. All in all, this motherboard is sick. And you know what? Saving money by not coming with Wi-Fi, but having the option to install, because the Wi-Fi cards would be like 20, 30 bucks added to the price, you know? But still including the like 50 cents, 30, fucking $1.50, whatever, pieces just to install Wi-Fi if you need it later. That's really good. Why is this motherboard so much better than any one I've ever used? Like, I don't get, why is this board way better? Got it. Oh. Now, I'm not going to endorse Gigabyte here because I've actually in a previous video mentioned that Gigabyte at least has a program where even if it's out of warranty, they will, like, you can send in your card for an RMA, and if they can fix it, they'll do it for like 40 bucks or whatever. You know, they'll charge you for it, but they'll do it. I don't know. I sent in a card that was beyond repair, but so it's not a great example. I don't know if they'll do that all the time. I don't know how good it is, so I can't endorse it. But is it so fucking hard to have your engineers, you know, do something like that? Just try to repair the goddamn thing when it comes in? Would you rather just have a bunch of e-waste? Oh, yeah. Oh, this thing is fucking beautiful. I haven't used it yet. I can't say it's an amazing board, but so far, also it has 2.5 gig, in case anyone cared. I'm actually gonna be using 10 gig on this anyway, but it's got 2.5 gigs, so that's nice. I haven't used it yet, so I can't judge, but so far this has been an amazing build experience. I mean, we've got buttons. We don't have a Q code. No, we do. Postcode. I may have actually made a tangential. I may have made a mistake in my judgment earlier. Yep, there's the slot for the Wi-Fi card. You can see it in there. But I may have had an error in judgment at some point. I thought there was only one ARGB header. So I did a thing. Now, let's go back to that thing I was talking about before. So I thought there was only one ARGB header. Now the fans for my motherboard, or for my cooler, each use one addressable 5-volt RGB header, whilst the pump also uses one addressable 5-volt RGB header. I assumed there was only one on the board because I looked and only saw the one. Now I see that there's 2, but it's still not enough, so maybe the point still stands. So what I did is I made this adapter. You see, the process to make it was very simple. I took a 12-volt adapter, and I simply just kind of, that hit the ceiling, just kind of cut off one of the gold pins and made the assumption that that now makes this an addressable RGB adapter, which adapts to this SATA addressable RGB controller, which means I can control it with like one of those standard IR controllers. This can do one of 2 things. It could either allow A, both of my fans to be controlled by addressable RGB and allow them to be controlled by a controller, or it could blow up all of the fucking LEDs and my SATA port, killing probably both my power supply and fans. Now I'm willing to take that risk because as a C-rate tech tuber, that's kind of the only thing I can do is take a bunch of stupid risks to make a cool build. So I'm gonna still do it. I can't be stopped. I'm insane. I'm not actually insane. Don't fire me from my real person job. Okay, being an engineering college dropout makes me an expert on electricity, so I think I know what I'm doing. Okay, I know that adapter is horrible, but you guys are gonna love this. So these are the power supply cables. Motherboard has 2 8-pins. Power supply does not have 2 8-pin EPS connectors. Thankfully, I've got a solution for that. I'll just adapt one of these dual 8-pin chains to a single PCIe to EPS adapter. Yeah, we're doing that now. Yep. I have Tesla graphics cards that only take EPS, so I'll just use this instead. This should, yep, fits on the board. Engineering college dropout. I know what I'm doing. Oh my god, I need my thing for my thing. Ah! I'll get it later. I've had a headache for like a month, and I don't really know what to do about that. So all I have to do is connect our power supply and stuff. I know I should like show myself building the system, but that's gonna take a lot of effort and footage, and also it's nothing like it's boring. So I'm gonna put the motherboard in. Also, I'd get so much hate comments for, why are you scraping it? Why are you just smashing it down and hoping it doesn't blow up? You know, shit like that I don't feel like dealing with. So I'm just gonna put this in there and do all the wires and stuff, and I'll come back and I'll and we'll see if it blows up together. So one sec, just one second. I'll have better videos once I get more SD cards and stuff. Update. The cooler has a back plate that I didn't install, so I gotta take the whole thing apart. I even thought of that too, like an hour ago, and I was like, oh, I'll just do the cooler last. Okay, so as I'm finishing up this computer graphics card now, 3090, I've come to realize that you guys, no matter what, like this is just, whew, you are going to be so mad at what I present as the final product here. But yeah, so you guys are not gonna be happy with this. I'm not happy with this, but I mean, actually, no, I'm fine with it because I don't really give a flying fuck how it looks within reason, as long as it has a concept, a theme, and general function. But like I said, you guys, you in the audience out there, while I'm looking for a screw, talk amongst yourselves. You guys, you're gonna be very upset. You know, it tells me how many subs I gain and lose per video. This one's definitely going to be negative. I mean, if it's in this video. I've talked crap about Samsung. I've built a horrible PC. Apparently, screws no longer function. You know, I see what they're going for. They give you, like, screw holes to, like, pass through to the graphics card. And the problem is that they don't line up with where the screws go. So it's a little bit hard to do it. There we go. I should have done the second card first, but that's fine. It's looking like a computer. Oh god. Okay. Secondly, we're going to install our Intel X520 SFP card. SFP Plus, that is. This is a dual 10 gigabit SFP Plus card, which I'm going to use to connect to my NAS and ingest PC. This way we can ingest footage at 1 gigabyte a second instead of at 100 megabytes a second, because it's about 8 bits in a byte. You get the point. And I know you guys are kind of perfectionists, and you know what? I can understand being a perfectionist when watching a video because you're expecting the guy in the video to know what they're doing. Except you clicked on this video. You saw that it didn't have 20 million views. Didn't even have 1,000. Probably didn't even have 500 views. This time that you watch this video probably has like 15 views, you know? So you knew what you were getting into. You knew that I sucked at this, you know? So this is your fault. Me doing bad in this build, that's your fault. See, it would have been much better. If you didn't click on this build, if you didn't click on the video, this build would have been better because you wouldn't have seen it. There's a lot of parts on the table. Technically speaking, I'm done. From a purely technical standpoint, I have finished the build. All I also have to do is the worst fucking peel I've ever done because this glass literally is so cringe. And yes, the first time I did it, I used like gloves and stuff because I know how pissy you guys get about fingerprints. This time I did not because I stopped caring. Honestly, my engagement would be a lot lower if I didn't have so many people telling me to clean the glass that I'm actually going to purposefully dirty this glass. Yeah, yeah. Oh, what's that? The glass doesn't fit. Yes, it does. Yes, nope, it fits. Don't try to tell me it doesn't. No, 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 no. Get in there. You get in there. You stay in. No, 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 no. The glass 100% fits. You're a liar. That's what you are. Trying to convince me the glass doesn't fit anymore. Just because there's cables coming out of the side. That's fine. I'm screwing this in, and I'm realizing that I forgot something. And I'm just going to hope none of you notice. And I'm not going to answer any questions about it at all if they're asked. So don't worry. See, the problem is if I lose the traction, I will never get this fucking plastic off. I'm running out of points to grab from. No, oh, come on. God, what are you, everyone I've ever talked to? Why do you hate me so much? Ah, I hit my light. And voila. I present a man. 2 legs. Okay, so, full disclosure, I'm pretty sure this cooler doesn't even work, but I guess we'll find out. Sorry, other build. Oh, it was in the middle of a Windows install, but I'm sure it doesn't need it. So the question we're going to try to answer today is, does it work? See, the thing is, I know the answer to this question. The answer is no. But why don't we just pretend the answer is, do I want it to work? Because then we can get an astounding kind of. But we all do know that it's a lot funnier if it completely doesn't work. You know, because, haha. Except the problem is, what's the point of being funny if no one's even watched to this point in the video? If you've watched to this point in the video, comment your favorite social security number. I'm kidding. Comment, I don't know, beans? Do you like beans? I fucking don't even like beans. Alright, let's see if this works. I bet it doesn't. Zip tie come out the front. I didn't turn the power supply on. Boop. That is not a good sounding pump. I see a D7. Oh, hey. Words I can't read. Oh, hey. Windows 10 just loading. That's new. Doesn't normally do that. Is it working? I can't see it. Only you can see it. See, I wish the RGB would work, but I'm guessing I fried all of it. See if we could both get in here. Hey, you know what? It looks like a computer. I don't know. I think it's cute. I wish the RGB worked. Hey, could you please work in there? I totally used the wrong headers. God, those are not all the way in. At least it's trying to load. Like, that's a good sign. How are you even updating? You're not even connected to the internet. Which reminds me, I should probably give you internet. Bear witness. I give thee... Oh, shit. I forgot with how this thing works. It's kind of hard to get. It's kind of a set up once, forget about kind of cabled thing, you know? Because you like set it up on its side, you know, get in there. And then hope you never need to access that again. See, my pump's making noise, and there's also no heat coming out this side. So it kind of leads me to assume that it is not actually carrying heat from my CPU. It's down to 60 degrees. So I think our thing might work. It's just not running at the full power it's supposed to. And when I can, it sounds like there's just bubbles in it. Chad, I have no idea what's going on. I know you can't see, but like, no amount of just copper existing on the CPU could get it to stay below 110 degrees Celsius, you know, immediately under a gaming load. See, it's climbing. It's at 86, 87 now. I'm getting